There's a hidden world right behind your screen. It's a system, and it's designed to understand you, predict what you'll do next, and yeah, ultimately control what you watch. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and see exactly how it works.
You know that feeling, right? You're just scrolling through YouTube or maybe TikTok, and it feels like it's reading your mind. It's showing you exactly the thing you wanted to see, maybe even before you knew you wanted to see it. It's kind of spooky.
That perfect recommendation? That video that feels like it was made just for you? Yeah, that's not magic, and it is absolutely not a coincidence. It's a system, a very powerful one, and it's working on you right now.
Okay, so let's dive into this. To really get what's happening, we first have to understand the system itself. What exactly is pulling the strings behind the screen? At its very core, the algorithm on these platforms is basically just code with one primary objective. It's not to educate you, it's not necessarily to make you happy, it's just this: to maximize the amount of time you spend watching. Every single feature is built around that one single-minded goal.
And this is where the difference becomes so important. An algorithm isn't human. It doesn't feel things. It doesn't have opinions. It definitely doesn't understand nuance. It only sees data. It only sees patterns, and it only follows its main command: keep them engaged. It's a machine, and it was built for one purpose: to capture your attention.
So, if its only goal is to keep you watching, how in the world does it get so good at it? How does it build such a precise, almost intimate profile of your interests?
Well, it starts with the most simple signal you can give it. Every single video you choose to watch, especially from beginning to end, sends a really clear message. You are literally telling the system what holds your attention.
And every like, every share, every comment, that's like a vote. You are actively training the algorithm, teaching it what you value, maybe what you believe, and for sure what you want to see more of.
But it goes so much deeper than that. It's not just about what you click on. It's also about what you don't click. Every second you pause your scroll, every single time you rewatch just a little part of a video, that's a micro signal. And believe me, nothing is missed. It's all logged as a sign of interest. You see, with every single one of these interactions, the algorithm isn't just learning what you like. It's building a predictive model of you, a kind of digital twin of your habits, your curiosities, and yeah, your emotional triggers.
And this data profile, it's being built for a very specific reason. It's all about mastering what we could call the currency of your emotion. Just think about your own experience for a second. Have you ever watched one video that made you feel something really strongly? Maybe it was sad, maybe outraged, maybe even inspired, and then you find your entire feed is just filled with more of that same feeling? This is what's known as the emotional feedback loop, and it's happening all the time. The system detects an emotional hook, and it is brilliant at detecting the strong emotions, things like outrage, sadness, fear, because those are the most powerful hooks we have. Then it just doubles down, feeding you more intense versions of that same content, because when you're emotionally invested, you're not going anywhere.
So here's the crucial point. In this whole digital economy, your emotions are the fuel that powers the engine, and your attention, your focused, undivided attention, that's the ultimate currency. That's what's being bought and sold.
And this brings us to this really fundamental shift in power. We feel like we're in control, right? Like we're making these conscious choices. But inside the system, the algorithm is constantly working to predict and serve content that is, for all intents and purposes, choosing you based on that digital ghost, that version of you that only exists in the data. And this has real, actual effects on our minds. You look up from your phone and hours have just vanished. Our ability to focus shrinks. That constant dopamine loop of scrolling starts to feel normal, even necessary. And slowly, subtly, the content we're being fed starts to shape what we believe about the world.
Now I know, hearing all of this can feel a bit heavy, a bit daunting. But the goal here is not to create fear. It's about awareness. Because with awareness, that's when you get the power to take back control.
Look, an algorithm isn't inherently evil. It's a tool, and just like any tool, it can be used to build something amazing or to tear something down. If you use it unconsciously, yeah, it can trap you in echo chambers. But if you use it consciously, it can be an incredible force for good, a tool to learn, to grow, and to connect with new ideas.
Becoming a conscious user really starts with one word: intentionality. So instead of just scrolling mindlessly, search for what you want to learn. Actively use that not interested button. You're training the algorithm on what you don't want. Curate your feed with creators who actually educate and inspire you.
And probably the most important thing, take regular breaks.
Ultimately, it all comes down to this one single powerful truth. The real power isn't in the algorithm, it's in your awareness of it. You have the ability to steer. So, it's time to take the wheel.
So the next time you open up your phone and you start to scroll, you'll see it. You'll see the system behind the screen. You know the truth now. So the only question left is, what are you going to do with it?
Because that's what we do here. We go beyond just the surface level to really understand the systems that are shaping our world.
If this explainer gave you a new perspective, help us reach more minds. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe to Mindscapes by Faizu for more deep dives into the invisible systems that shape all of our lives.